I'm the pastor, senior pastor of a church. I also run a nonprofit faith-based organization that has me traveling all over the world. Becoming a donor has affected my life in a way that lets me know that I've had an impact. And it's really exciting to know that if you have the opportunity to change one person's life, to give them extended life, I can start every day off knowing that I did something for someone else. Be the Match is the organizer that contacted me, and they were excellent. I'll tell you what, they hold your hand all the way through. Not only that, they check up on you. They're very, very supportive. They made themselves available, sat down with me and my family, gave a presentation, we watched a video, answered all the questions to my family members. So the informational processes are really articulate from their standpoint. And it also helped my family, so that if they had any concerns, they could see the care that was there. One of the things I did find out just prior to going in was that my patient was a 17-year-old that had leukemia. Emotionally, I was very excited and very touched. And to me, I felt that if I was in that situation, I would want someone to be able to be there for me. And so I did not think of it as something really above and beyond, but just something that we should all do, because it doesn't take much. A little bit of your time, a little soreness in your body, but you save someone's life when you do it. I arrived at the hospital a little nervous because you want to make sure everything is all right. And from the hospital, when we went into our room, there were nurses there and a representative from Be the Match. The doctor came in, introduced herself to me, and explained the whole procedure of what they were going to be doing during the surgery.
One of the main concerns is this is a surgical procedure. They want to know if, for example, will hurt. They want to know if they need anesthesia or not. They want to know how long it will take to recover and go back to the normal life. So the first thing that we establish is what is our mission. And I am very clear about it. What we are giving right now is the hope of life. My responsibility is your safety, making sure that going through this procedure is safe and I can return you to your life without any problems.
When I was going into the program, I really didn't have any fears. Of course, my wife was concerned, is he going to be all right afterwards? Are you ever going to get your bone marrow back? Once they take it, it's gone. And of course, that is a myth, that is not a fact. You do get your marrow back. After the surgery, a lot of people would ask me questions, well, didn't that hurt? Wasn't that really painful? And I always explained it as, no, it didn't really hurt bad. It was like a slow ache. And when you put it in that perspective, that little bit of pain is worth saving anybody's life. What I remember most about the entire process was the support from Be the Match, number one. And the second thing that I remember was just how the nurses were at the hospital, how concerned they were to make sure I was okay, and just how much praise they heap on you. They really lift you up. And if there was anything that I would tell anybody, is that you really feel like a hero leaving the hospital. I would consider donating again in a heartbeat. I signed the consent forms and said if this individual needs it, I'd be more than happy to go back and do it again, and I would give it again tomorrow if somebody called me. When I initially got involved with the Be the Match, I did so because of my personal background, being from a mixed race, having an African-American father and a white mother. From that point forward, it has really made me want to educate others. As a minister, I share with congregations and I share with people all the time, especially people of mixed backgrounds, that I share with them the need to give, because there's such a small population that is giving and registering, that I feel is very important that they be a part of it, because the process is simple, supportive, and it changes people's lives. In my personal life, I have been blessed to travel around the world as a minister and as an individual that does leadership work. I have spoken before the United Nations. Been to almost every country in the world. But I will tell you that being a part of Be the Match and to be a donor is probably the highlight of my whole life.